Hey everyone, we're going to be making a short tutorial video on how to play the Gunman Contracts maps, as well as getting them to support left-handed weapons, because the default weapon in those maps does not support left-handed controls. So the first thing we're going to do is in our Steam main menu here, our library menu, we're going to go to the workshop for Half-Life Alyx. And then in there, you're going to go to most subscribed, because you're going to find the two maps that you want right there. Click on the first one, and then if you scroll down just a bit, you can hit subscribe, and that's going to kick off a download, which you can see here. And you're just going to let that run, and once it's done, you'll be able to launch the game and play. But wait till the download is complete. This map, as I said, uses the custom pistol by Lennerson, and unfortunately because of that, there is no left-handed support. So once again, I will show you how to fix that in game. However, before you launch the game, you need to download a pistol replacement mod that does support left-handed people. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the workshop, and we're going to sort by weapons here, and then we'll do all time. And this is a great choice right here, the anti-citizen USP match. And now you can hit subscribe on that as well, and you'll see it download at the bottom. All right. Now, if we go back to most subscribed, you're also going to want to download Chapter 2, most likely. I've already downloaded it to save time. Keep in mind, and I'll show this when we get in game, when you're in game, do not enable both Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, as there's file conflicts that will occur if you do that. So once again, do not enable both of them, but I'll show, not tell in a moment. All right, so now if we go to subscribed items, we will see that we have the pistol, Chapter 1, and Chapter 2. So these are the three that I want to show for the purposes of this demonstration. You can grab another pistol replacement mod if you like, or if you're right-handed and you just want to use the base pistol, you don't need a pistol replacement mod at all. All right, so we're going to go back to library, home, and then we're going to go ahead and launch Half-Life Alyx, and then I will be right back once I switch to my other recording. Okay, we have launched Half-Life Alyx. So now that we're in game, we're gonna have to do some things in the menu here. You can ignore that. That's just because I have too much stuff running. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is go to add-ons, and I'm just gonna turn everything off like I'm just starting from scratch. And what you're gonna want to do is turn on Chapter 1. And if you want to use a pistol replacement mod, turn on the USP match in this case. Absolutely, you must turn on the pistol replacement mod after you turn on either of these maps. The reason is that each of these maps also includes that pistol replacement of its own, the Lennerson pistol. So if you enable this first, the USP match first, and then enable Chapter 1, it's just going to overwrite the USP match pistol. So you don't want that to happen. So again, enable the map first and then enable this. If you're not sure, just click that off and click it back on, and now it's set. Once again, if you're right-handed and you don't want to use any pistol replacements, then don't worry about that. If you do want to use a pistol replacement, whether or not you're left-handed or not, you must enable this second. All right, so now we're going to go start new game. And now here's another thing that some of you may notice. If you've never played Half-Life Alyx at all, this might be totally empty. In fact, you won't even see this. It will just give you the option to go to the next screen, which I'm going to pick a save slot. It's going to put you over here. And you may not even be able to launch a custom map. I'm not sure about that, but that's what I've heard. So if in case that happens, just launch the game, create a save slot from the base game, and then right away just exit out, and then you should be able to do all these steps that I'm talking about. So then we're going to go back, and we're going to start new game. Again, there's 10 save slots, so if you haven't used all 10 of them yet, you won't even get a choice to write over anything. It's just going to use the next available slot. In this case, I'm just going to write over slot 0. And then here's a very important thing that you got to change. You got to go from original game to add-on maps. and then you can choose Gunman Chapter 1. Notice that it's highlighted, and Chapter 2 is not. That's because I've enabled this add-on. This one's not enabled. If they were both enabled, like I said, we'd have conflicts. We don't want that. So now we have that enabled. We're going to click on that. And then here's where you can set your settings. So I'm not going to change it to left-handed mode because it's going to be struggle bus for me. But the point is that you can change it to left now, and it will work. I prefer continuous hand, yada, yada, yada. And then you have this start game with add-ons. And you'll see that it says Gunman Contracts Chapter 1 and the USP Match Half-Life 2 pistol. So once again, if I had enabled the map second, then we wouldn't even see that pistol on the table. Now just go over some basics for anyone who is playing this for the first time. I have the Valve Index, so it may be different from what you have, but you know, either teleport or move over to the table. Pick up the gun. As soon as you load the mag, you now have unlimited ammo. Well, I shouldn't say unlimited ammo. You have unlimited mags in your backpack. So obviously you can run out of ammo in the pistol, but you have unlimited mags. And then you can choose to do this, and hopefully you can do better than me. All right? I suggest if you're playing the map that you mag dump a lot because, as like I said, you have unlimited magazines. All right, so once you get through this part, you go in here, and you can read the whole briefing and all that, yada, yada, yada. Support Seth on Patreon. And let's hope the new standalone game is awesome. And then you're going to, new objective, leave to start the contract. Now, here's a mistake people make. They look at this, the contract. Story, easy, normal, hard. Okay, great. These are what, you know, the difficulty levels are. So if I go into options, preferences, I can change the difficulty on the fly, and then it will change how easy it is for me to get killed. Now, some people go this way. For whatever reason, they go into last stand mode. Last stand mode is you're in a circle, and you basically are surviving as long as you can. Survival mode. But to play the actual contract game, you have to go through this door. So make sure you open that, and then now it will load the next part. If you went into the last stand mode, it would give you the option to go to 3 different zones of the map, and then you just try to survive as long as you can. Okay, so then I will explain some of the basics in the beginning, and then we'll leave it at that. Not going to play the whole map, obviously. All right, so first off, you have this stat watch. You can put it in your wrist pocket, and now this shows you your health, how many people you've killed, and how many bullets you've used. And then over here, you have the ability to turn off the music. Okay, so now there's no music, just the ambient sound. I prefer the music. You may have to press it a couple of times. There it goes. And then now, if you have your weapon out, what it's going to do is it's going to give you a message. It says, keep the pistol hidden to maintain the element of surprise, all right? And if you want, you can walk up to this guy who happens to have my voice lines and hear what he has to say.
Hey, fuckface, the bar's closed. Take a hike. Hey, fuckface, the bar's closed. Take a hike. Bar's closed, pal. Fuck off. Bar's closed, pal. Fuck off. Hey, fuckface, the bar's closed. Take a hike. Hey, chucklehead, the bar's closed. Take a hike.
I love the chucklehead line. So those are the 3 lines. So I appreciate it if you listen to those lines before you kill me. Okay. And then from this point, you can go in through there. You can go in through there. You know, some alternates. Feel free to search around. You might find something interesting. And continue through the map and find Emily, save her, and come back here and fight the last stand mode that occurs here. So basically you'll end up over here and you'll have to fight in the last stand mode. I'm not going to go into all that. I want everyone to have at least some element of surprise, no less spoilers. So hopefully that got you, to the point where you're ready to play the map and enjoy it. So now we're going to go back to the main menu. And again, if I had set it on left-handed mode, it would have worked just fine with that weapon. Now, if we go to add-ons, we want to play Chapter 2. Alright, I don't want to use this pistol. I definitely don't want Chapter 1 enabled. So we're going to have Chapter 2 enabled. Start. You can write over it, and now you can see that Chapter 2 is highlighted, or lit up. We're going to select that. All my same settings, and now we have Chapter 2 and no pistol replacement mod. So now we're going to have the Lenderson pistol in the second chapter. And once again, I'll go over some basics in the beginning, and then we move on. Okay, so now we have the Lenderson pistol. You can also change the sound effect. That's the basic one. Then we can do the whole target practice thing. Alright, that sucked. I gotta do that again, just for pride's sake. Alright, better. Okay, so now we're gonna go into here. This is a different mission. Now we gotta hunt down Vosk. Once again, support Seth. You cannot leave until you grab the equipment. And you have the option to grab this key card also. If you grab the key card, then you'll have a kind of a secret way to sneak in. But I won't go over that too much because, again, spoilers. There's no last stand mode in Chapter 2. And once again, it's the same thing. 3 hits, you know, if you're playing on hard. So don't get shot. You do have syringes around if you do get shot, but don't get shot 3 times. And now we're going to load into the Vosk Plaza. And once again, you're going to have the option to grab that watch or turn off the music. So once again, we go here and we have the watch. And then you can turn off the music there or turn it on. Same thing, keep your weapon hidden. Lovely decor.
Sorry, sir, but the building is closed off for a private event.
Okay, so now, you know, if you look back there, there's a key card there, or you could use this key card if you picked it up.
Ah, my apologies, sir. I didn't realize you were a guest. The elevator's straight ahead, and your access card will bring you right up. Enjoy the exhibition.
So that's a way to avoid this conflict here. And then you can go into the elevator and then start the party. All right, so that's all I'm going to show you guys. I don't want to, you know, do too much spoiler stuff. Hopefully you don't have any issues playing. If you run into any graphical issues or anything like that, here's some tricks that you can do to stop crashes from happening. If you have a very low-end system, for example. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into options and you're going to go into performance. And here's where people get hung up. They're like, oh, fidelity, let me set that to low. Well, when you set fidelity to low, it actually doesn't change textures to low. So if you hit this gear icon, now you have the higher level of depth into what you can change here. So actually, I'm going to set my textures back to medium. I had set them to low to fix a crash on a different map. And then, yeah, I mean, that's the main thing. With texture set to low, it basically fixes a lot of crashes on a lot of bigger maps. Probably won't have that problem on this map, but you will on, like, the Return to Rapture map or From Here to There, or Zeptix, or some of the other really big maps that have a ton of custom, you know, assets. Then that's where those textures can really overload your you know, VRAM. I believe that's the cause, and then cause you to crash to desktop. So once again, if you set this to low, that's a good possibility that's going to fix your problems. Back to medium for me. And then in here, if you're having issues with purple textures or whatever, make sure you're on Direct3D instead of Vulkan, and that should cover that. And I'd say that's about it. back. And I think that covers it. So if anyone has any questions, just throw them in the comments, either here or in the workshop page, and we'll be happy to help you out. Guys, have a great session with, you know, saving Emily, you know, killing Vosk, taking care of the Syndicate, and all the other cool stuff and lore that has already appeared thanks to Seth's awesome creation here. And yeah, you know, check out my voice lines and then give me a nice bullet in the face. I deserve it. Guys, hopefully this is helpful. Take it easy.